Didn't hear you come in. Greetings and welcome to Ask That Guy with the Glasses. Why do kamikaze pilots wear helmets? That's a very good question. Mostly because kamikaze pilots have a very dry sense of humor. They know they're going to die, so they say to themselves, hey, let's have some fun with this. Maybe some moron years from now will actually be asking, hey, why are we wearing helmets? And that'll get a laugh. Kamikaze pilots are actually very funny. I actually talked to a kamikaze pilot once. Funny guy. I mean, when he wasn't crying and mumbling in the corner, he was a curiously comedic person. I wonder where he is now. Can a vampire get AIDS? Only if they don't use protection, like a mouth guard or teeth filters. In fact, so many vampires are afraid of getting AIDS that they actually start feeding off themselves. Now that's positively disgusting. Disgustingly beautiful.
JosefVStalin, and welcome to my 27th part of Let's Play Empire Total War. And I'm just back from an exam. I haven't slept in probably 2 days now, and I don't know why, but I still feel great. Anyway, let's get down to business. And I've done a lot since we last checked in. In fact, I've annexed all of Prussia, Poland, as well as Austria, and we are now on the borders of the Russian Empire, and I'm preparing my invasion force carefully because as anyone could, if anyone had the slightest inkling of historical knowledge, they would know that invasions of Russia never go well. So I gotta make sure I plan this carefully because I'm expecting it to be one brutal fight. But oddly, the Russians actually helped me a little bit because I took St. Petersburg was owned by the Polish, and they traded me Don Visco, as well as Astrakhan for St. Petersburg. So that kind of gave me a little bit of a foothold in Russia and giving me some territory in the south. And which is nice because I would prefer to have these big open territories so I don't have to walk all the way across them and take them, because I can take St. Petersburg in one turn just by sending this army over here to take it. And it would probably take me like 3 or 4 turns just because of the length it is to walk to take these 2 provinces. So that was very nice of them. Also, in America, I have taken out those goddamn Cherokees. I wish there was still an extermination button in this game so I could exterminate them. Alas, there is not. And as well, I've declared war on the Iroquois, and we're moving in against them to destroy them. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to say, I guess. Actually, well, I've had a very productive day. 2 exams, and a Let's Play is going up today. Yeah, I've been very productive. Unlike, well, considering what day it is, unlike all the neo-Nazis who go out and smoke to celebrate Hitler's birthday. That's what I'm convinced. I'm convinced that if you went out and smoked pot on today, which is 4/20, you are celebrating Hitler's birthday, or the Columbine massacre. Anyway, you're celebrating something, and you're a detriment to society, and you should have your legs broken. Anyway, that's, I could go on for, like, you know, hours about how much I hate 420 and how much I hate stoners, but, I'll save that for another time. So I guess I'll just give you, what the rest of my plan is here. I'm just gonna, of course I'm gonna have to take out the Russians, but I've actually declared a ceasefire with the Ottomans because I didn't want to be fighting on too many fronts at once. So I don't know if that'll be a good or bad thing. I'm stockpiling forces in Damascus, because eventually I'm going to take them over, but the Ottomans are doing the exact same thing. And they're stockpiling forces in Istanbul as well, but not on any of their border provinces such as Bosnia and Belgrade and all these other provinces. They haven't begun to stockpile troops, so once Russia falls, then the rest of the Ottoman Empire will fall, and then I'm going to move along northern Africa and take that, and then it'll be time to turn on my allies, which are France and Spain, and that will be my final move. And in America, I'm taking out the Indians, and also Quebec has declared itself a nation, so I get to kill them. I've also landed some troops in Labrador to take out the Iroquois. So everything in America has turned around and is moving quite smoothly. Anyway, I think it would be time for a couple reader questions. So let's get down to some questions. T-Man0x99 wants to know if Empire Total War is good for casual gamers who are not good at turn-based strategy games. The answer is no, 1,000 times no. Empire Total War is a very hardcore game, and if you want to get good at it, if you want to make a dent in this campaign map, you're going to have to invest a lot of time and a lot of effort in order to get there. If you are new to strategy games, you will be overwhelmed and you will be frustrated, and you'll probably give up pretty quickly. But if you're looking for good casual strategy games, if you have a DS, there are plenty of very good, very casual, very fun turn-based tactical games, you know, like Advanced Wars, like Fire Emblem, like Age of Mythologies. There's a huge list, so definitely check some of those out. I can't think of anything for the computer right now, but if I do, I'll be sure to get back to you. Airsoft Gunner 1 says he's playing as Prussia and he's losing money and he wants to know what to do. I'm going to give you 3 tips. 1. Focus on your economy. Make sure you are building buildings like farms, you are building buildings like ports, roads, taxation centers, anything that gives you more money, build that first. Don't worry about happiness, don't worry about tech, worry about the economy, and you'll be better in the long run. So, if your computer is on automatic construction, like I have it on, don't have that at the beginning of the game, because the computer will not build the buildings you want. So take that off, and make sure you're building economic buildings. 2, don't go crazy with your armies. Always make sure you're not going above your upkeep, because if you do, you'll start to lose money, and your troops will start to abandon you. So make sure you strike a balance between defending your empire, conquering territories, but not going too overboard with this, because if you do, you will be hurt dearly. And 3, make sure your trade routes are clear, because like you said, you have trade routes with a lot of countries, but if this, because this is the only port the Prussians start off with, if this isn't clear, if there are enemies raiding that, you'll get no money from it, and it'll all be for naught. So make sure you have that trade route clear. And if that still doesn't help, I'll be more than willing to give you any other tips that I can. Hopefully, for now, this will help you get back on track, and this will help you get ahead of the curve and start making money again. Alright, Redemption 202 wants to know what countries can have a revolution. All of them. I just checked. I made a revolution in Great Britain, and I made a revolution in America, and if those 2 countries can have revolutions, they all can. And he also wants to know if there's different tech between countries that have a revolution and don't. No, all countries have the same tech, regardless of who you play as. But if you're Republic, you research tech faster. I'm not sure why, you just do. And this kind of ties into Bobsleigh's question, who wants to know, when you have a revolution, do you change the flag? And he wanted to know what the British flag looked like explicitly. I did it, and it looks pretty goofy. the flag changes to, instead of the Union Jack, it's sort of the old English flag, like the white background with the red cross, and in each of the in the top left corner there's a Scottish flag, and then in the bottom right corner there's a Scottish flag. So if you can picture that, it looks pretty stupid. So yeah, that's all I've got for now. I hope that helps you guys out. Anyway, this is going to be it. This is JosefVStalin signing off for now, and I'll see you next time, where the invasion of Russia will have begun.